Yo-ho! We are back, fellow knife enthusiasts. I'm Cee, and this is
Jul.
Just Jul. And we're bringing you the newest knives of December. Well, I don't guess I got to tell them 2020, do I?
Nah,
I just did.
I just want to say that I didn't realize so many knife companies would release this many knives so close to the new year.
I think they wanted to get their contenders in before Christmas.
Well, I'm glad they did because we had a lot to choose from. Variety of brands, picks, and materials. This table is full.
So I think we should start with a monster elephant in the room.
You mean the United Cutlery M48 Conflict Cleaver? Which
Yes.
I might stab myself with.
Don't do that on either end.
Oh.
So, like most of United Cutlery's pieces, this one screams at you to notice it. I mean, we had the M48 Cyclones, M48 Talon Daggers last year.
Along with the various big items they released, like the M48 Warhammer and Commando.
But this one is different class altogether.
Yeah.
We've got a few cleavers this year, one small, well, more than one small, some bigger, some folding, some not.
Must be the year of the cleaver.
Exactly. But this one delivers a whole different punch. Spec time?
Spec time.
There it is. This M48 monster is 11.25 inch overall. Similar in size to the Empire State Building or the Hidden Cleaver Bloodwood.
For those, who know more.
However, this 2CR13 cast stainless steel cleaver style blade is 3.75 inches wide, 6.25 inch long, and has a black oxide coating.
So the comparison stops there. Has a tough textured handle scales, which are injection molded with nylon. EDM surface finish. The blade is full tang with thumb notched, and the fun extends to include a karambit style open ring pommel with fighting spurs.
Like when you have a cleaver, you need fighting spurs.
Of course.
Finally, this tactical cleaver fits perfectly into a specifically designed heavy-duty Vortec belt sheath.
There it is.
Waiting for a truck to roll out in a V12.
I don't know about you, but I don't really have any words for this.
No, me neither.
I mean,
it's like our idea of spectacular just threw up all over the knife. I mean, it's bad to the bone, I give you that.
I agree. I mean, the only...
Hold that karambit like you're supposed to.
The only... I don't know. Only question I have is, really? The karambit style ring? I mean, if someone is going to use this, they're going to use it like a karambit. I mean, I don't even... Like that, right? I'll be honest. This thing is awesome. It does weigh a lot. I mean, you can see it's like just a chunk of metal here. I mean, I'm a weak pleb. Shout out to Crispy. But even holding it like this is a little exhausting. I mean, I feel like I'm holding a weight. I should be doing crunches. Here, you see it.
You know what? If you ever thought about putting an edge on a block of metal, this is what you come up with.
Exactly.
I think I just put a hole in the table.
You might have. Yep. Watch the spurs there.
Yeah, I tell you. This is awesome. I mean, I could see this being used in a movie.
Oh.
Oh yeah, especially something like, horror movie. You flip it over your shoulder.
Michael's gonna
hit somebody there, you bring it this way, you cut somebody like
but
this.
Doesn't Michael usually grab something he was walking by? Like, who's gonna have this thing in their kitchen?
He's an idiot anyway.
Oh, well, that's great.
Except
he hasn't died.
So
who's the
how
idiot?
many times has he hadn't died? I mean, 20?
I do like that they're taking the idea of a cleaver blade and taking it one step further. I mean, they are definitely original. I will give them that.
Well, hey, that's a nice show knife. So. And it's just $59.99 at AtlanticKnife.com. That brings us to the next December release on the table, the Bestech Exploit. Now, we're going to move fast today because we have lots. I wish more people could appreciate Bestech, so...
I wish they
There we
could
go.
too. Me
Tell
too.
them about it.
They have amazing blades, which are usually D2, and they're usually just $52. Some of their new ones on the table, which we'll talk about in a second. But first, we wanted to show you their newest high-end blade they decided to close out the year with.
I'll go over this one.
Go ahead.
This one, this one, okay, does remind me a bit of the Malware.
I can see it just a little.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Doesn't have that same Warncliffe shape, but very close. I do think they tried to give it a new spin with the help of Todd Knife and Tool. Everybody knows them. The blade is on the wider side, has a little more large belly, and though it's not my cup of tea, they went front flipper. Yeah.
That's something they've never done before. I can respect that, though I don't have to like it. I would have preferred a back flipper, if I'm going to be honest. No. I don't like it. Should we give him some specs first, though?
Yes, but I will say, you know, one thing. If I could take away one thing from 2020, just erase it out of everything that happened this year. Well, besides my mother-in-law, it'd be the front flipper. And just get rid of it.
But she didn't happen this year. She'd been in your house for a few years.
No, she's been happening every year.
So you can't erase it.
She's like a cold sore. And you know why you get those.
Alrighty then. So this knife is 8 inches overall with the satin finish S35V stainless blade coming in at 3 inches. The handle on this one is tiger striped anodized titanium, which I do like. I mean, I like the style and the jimping. Just don't like the front flipper. You can also get it in plain stonewash or black stonewash.
Oh, I gotta be honest with you. I love this knife, except for the front flipper. There's a thumb pull, or, well, you heard it, the front flipper for blade opening, which operates on a ceramic ball bearing, pocket clip, and of course, a black nylon zipper storage case.
I didn't get it out because I was lazy this time.
It's all right.
Oh well. And the whole shebang on this frame lock is $238 at AtlanticKnife.com.
Like Ricky Martin said, $238. Okay, next to the Bestech Komodo.
Okie doke. So,
look, just like all Bestech knives that they do in this size range, I like them. They're nice. I mean, is there anything spectacular about it? No.
Not really.
But it's nice. It's a really nice knife.
True, and they went classic EDC with D2 for $52.
That's it. I've heard this story before. It's
Did you hear it at AtlanticKnife.com?
That's where I always hear it. AtlanticKnife.com.
And as we said, this isn't a super new concept for them, but I do like that they try to do a more, carry out and use type of knife. I'll give you guys specs. This one is a touch over 8 inches. Got a 3.38 stonewash and satin finish D2 steel blade, pocket clip, lanyard hole. Both are there. Handle comes in 2 different versions. They got black and tan, black and green, and we brought you the orange and black because it stood out the most to us.
Very Bear Grylls.
That's what I was thinking, but I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I think it's just the color.
It probably is just the color. But I can see like a regular everyday Joe just, taking this out and using it to cut stuff. So
the blade on this one can be deployed either through the thumb pull
I'll show them.
or the much preferable back
flipper, yeah. I guess some people do like thumb pull.
No, they don't all have to be groundbreaking.
Yeah, true. But people want everyday use blades just as much as collector blades.
Exactly. So we carry the $52 D2 pocket knife over to the Bestech Arctic. I like this one better.
Me too, though they are lacking in color options on this one for me. They have a little more of this one. I kind of like the color two-tone. This one's got gray, brown, black, mixture of stone-washed blades and the 2 finished ones. I feel like this one's probably better suited for hard use. Maybe it's the bulkiness of it. Could be the heft, or the Gerber principle-like cutout holes. But I feel like I could definitely just cut Frank off right there. He don't have to sit there and ask me.
Or let John go.
Yeah.
Let me go, Bo.
Or not just have Roy Scarrett fall from the cliffside, but end the movie right there by cutting Robin and Peter off with him. Have them all fall. The freaking movie wouldn't even start. I hated that movie.
What?
The Vertical Limit.
I know which movie it is.
My God, that movie's absurd. Up, down, like an unoiled roller coaster. It's not even giving you a thrill. It's just not worth the 2.5 hour wait.
It's
just awful. Just awful. Just awful. I mean, I put up with Space Jam and Jack and Jill and Norbert and so many other huge mess ups, but that one.
Jack and Jill's not terrible.
Oh,
it's pretty bad.
Whoa.
Not terrible. Space Jam, horrendous. I wouldn't even put Vertical Limit down at Space Jam level or Norbit.
I would.
But Jack and Jill level, just let it go. I mean, I got it.
2.5 hours of my life wasted, and for what? Okay, letting it go now.
All right.
Arctic.
There it is.
Luckily for you, us and Bestech, is nothing like the Arctic in Vertical Limit. Serves a purpose and doesn't go overboard with anything. It's 8.5 inches overall with a 3.5 D2 steel blade.
Now, Overboard, that's a good movie. Yes, it reminds me of a Boker.
Okay.
I can't remember which one. I want to say Rancor, but I don't think that's it.
Okay.
The handle comes in different G10 options, as we mentioned. It's got a pocket clip, a lanyard hole, and the blade operates on a ceramic ball bearing. I like this knife a lot.
I feel it would do better than the Komodo simply because of the design. And I think that the fact that it comes in neutral colors is a plus. I mean, let's be honest, guys. Guys hate color.
It's beefy.
I don't know why they hate color, but they do.
It's not that we hate colors. We just don't care. Color has nothing to do with the ability of this knife.
Except when you go to use it or show it off to your friends. If color had nothing to do with it, why don't you all carry freaking pink knives around? Color doesn't matter.
Because we're girls.
What?
All right.
What? Say that closer to my ear.
Because the
my
pink
good
knife
ear.
would be... You can't hear me on this side. Because girls would carry pink knives.
Okay, but what if the pink knife was like the coup de grace of all knives? Would you carry it then? No,
Yeah, I
because you
wouldn't
do
care.
care about color now?
Let's move on next to the...
Okay, up next, the 3 latest Civivi pocket DVCs. But first,
Make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe because that's how you enter a giveaway. What?
giveaway.
That way you're sure to get your daily dose of Atlantic.
Along being entered in our giveaways.
There it is.
Speaking of which, since it's Christmas, we decided we're going to give you guys a little something. Bestech has been the main theme on the table today, so we decided if you like, share, comment, and subscribe, we're going to let you enter to win a Bestech Fanga.
Every day?
Thanks. No, not every day. Just
Or if
this
you head
week and
over
next.
to our blog, you can answer the question there. And it's easy because you go there second and the first person's already answered it. And you'll be entered to win a Bestech Fanga.
What?
Oh my gosh.
Bestech Fanga.
This is crazy.
Thanks to Bestech for setting that up for the holidays.
And thanks to Ultra X for the week of joy that you spread like butter.
Yeah. All right. So, Civivi Appalachian Drifter, Pintail, and Badlands Vagabond. Let's pick the one we feel will be the most popular out of all of them. Change it up a bit. Keep things fresh. This one.
That one.
No!
All right. Yeah, the McCarter. But I don't think it's going to be all that popular as you think.
I think it'll be more popular than the other ones.
Yes.
I feel it's gonna have to be the Pintail, guys. I just think the style of, let me make sure it's the right one, because they're all really similar to this time, of the Badlands Vagabond, the Appalachian, are all just slight modification of blades they've done before. Explain? Sure. Well, the Badlands Vagabond, too long of a name, by the way, makes me think of the Legend of Bagger Vance, and that name was too long, too. Yeah.
Oh, I did.
So I'll forgive him for his role in that film,
I got
okay?
you.
He must have been down on his luck.
Or they offered him a huge pile of money, and he sold out.
Remind you of anyone?
I don't know.
Glenn Thompson. Did I just...
Be nice. Be nice.
Did you?
You
Anyways.
could have just said self-defense guru.
Self-defense. That could be anybody. That could be you. That could be me. It could be the camera girl. It could be Crispy in his Renaissance uniform. I mean, come on. Okay, anyways, this knife and the new Trailblazer they have look about the same.
Yes.
And they also remind me of the new Civivi Ortiz they did. The Appalachian, this one right here, reminds me of the Rustic Gent. Sure, it's not a lockback, but it looks just like it. I really liked Civivi last year because of their Elementum and Shredder, but end of the year knives sort of kind of let me down.
Well, I'm a little worried about this one.
Is that because you said, what is the steal on this? And
Well, because you get into $100 Civivi. You know, the idea of these brands is it's
to
almost
break it up.
the good, best, better model.
I got you.
We high-end, we
Civivi.
middle, Civivi low-end.
Budget.
And they've already hit 97 before on some of the copper dogmas and that stuff. I'm not sure. I think you might be, what's that saying about
Mixing.
maybe peeing in somebody's pond or peeing in somebody's pen? Or
Except
you
their
kinda-
other pin they're peeing in is theirs. So
No, see, you're blurring it together.
I don't know, blurring the
I don't know.
lines. I just think they could have took a larger risk and done something a little different. I know I said that every knife isn't going to be groundbreaking, but I just expected a little more from Civivi.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay,
got
I
you.
think the Pintail is their biggest deviation from the norm. It's a touch small. I'll show you guys like the Odium a little. But better because it's got a back flipper. Right there, guys. And a thumb stud for opening. It also has an almost 3-inch CPM S35V steel blade. So,
And it's just $98
why are you grinning?
on. See, I'm
You're not grinning.
thinking that this is going to work.
Grimace? You're grimacing.
I think it's going to work
Grimacing.
because if it were standalone, okay. Do you remember when Tac
It's
Force
S35
or
VN for
MTech
$98.
came out with $100 S35VN knives?
No. Because I'm not that old.
It was back at the beginning of the year or end of last year.
Oh, it was
and
that recent.
And I remember the guy trying to sell them to me, and I'm just laughing. I'm laughing my butt off because I'm thinking, he's like, well, they're only like 129, and I'm like, S35 is like 250, and I'm thinking, but you're tack force, dude. I mean, your people are looking for $9.99. You could took a block of gold and sharpened it and been like $75, and
but if you have tack force on there,
I know, and I'm wondering if that's what'll happen here. But
it's only $98,
and they do have a good reputation with both knives.
And they got elementums and shredders, and I think that's just a big bonus in my book. Almost 7 inches overall, hollow grind, satin finish. It's offered in a few different handle options, like micarta, different colors, carbon fiber. They got this weird wood one, cubriccio wood. It was odd, but it was interesting too. Liner lock. I mean,
somebody's been shopping in South America.
This was probably their best new one in my book for December.
Oh, I agree, and it's an awesome knife for $98.
Exactly.
I mean,
well, you're sitting over there hating on it, so
I'm not hating on it. I'm just hoping that it works.
You hate us because you ain't us. However, I'll give you guys a quick close-up of the others just so you can decide for yourselves. So, the Badlands Vagabond, I had to look because they look so similar.
All right, it's almost 7.5 inches overall with a 3.25-inch 9CR18 MOV steel blade.
Yeah.
There you go. 57.59 on the HRC scale. Hollow grind, finish with an FRN handle.
Oh, it has a stonewash finish. I forgot to tell you.
Does it?
Yeah. No?
That's
just a black finish. Sorry, black finish.
Maybe one of the other ones does. There's other models of it, isn't there?
I think there might be.
We'll have to look that up. It's offered in a few versions, right? Okay. Finally, the Appalachian Drifter.
Pass it on over.
Yep. Which is also about 7 inches overall, with an almost 3-inch blade made of CPM S35 VN steel.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Hollow grind again. Has a tip-up right carry pocket clip. Operates on caged ceramic ball bearings and has double detent. That's a slip joint mechanism.
It's interesting.
It's not my favorite, obviously, but
yeah, we know.
Actually, out of all the slip joints we've had,
this one is your favorite?
This is my favorite.
Is it because it comes with a back flipper?
Yes, and because I can open it and close it with one hand.
That's great. That might be.
But see, did you notice one thing there? Whoops. Did you notice when I pushed it down, it went quickly.
It went a little farther.
That could be a little tricky if you're not careful. So I'll put it up here. So.
It too comes in a few different versions. Micarta and layer G10 with carbon fiber.
All can be found at this unique shopping experience.
It is. We offer a unique shopping experience.
Yeah, you don't get it faster, and you don't get it cheaper. Right here. Tell your friends.
That's our motto.
Tell your friends.
So, our last knife on the table is my least favorite this week.
It's my mother-in-law.
No filter. The Spyderco Poochie.
Is Poochie for a dog?
Obviously.
Then it's my mother-in-law.
Wow, just go ahead.
All right, let's give them the specs before you go into your rant.
Fine.
So this knife is just a hair, get it, under 4 inches overall, and has a 1.5 inch.
Yeah.
All that beef.
I know.
Satin finish. Ooh, CPM S45 VN blade.
What?
That's nice. With a hollow grind. The handle is bead blasted gray titanium. It's getting better now.
Is it?
Has a blue anodized folding tail.
Oh, yeah. Is it getting better now?
Has a blue what?
You read correctly.
Anodized folding tail. Does that say tail?
It says tail.
Tail.
Yeah.
The thing has a tail?
Keep going. Keep going.
Wow.
Keep going.
Do I need to?
Yeah.
Titanium pocket clip.
With a
pivot
print.
pin accent and features the Reeve Integral Lock.
Which I'm not sure what is so great about it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Alright.
Okay, so knife was Japanese knife makers Kazuyuki Sakura's first Spyderco collaboration. Some guy who's fluent in Japanese but isn't Japanese is going to tell me I pronounced that wrong. As he specializes in intricate handcrafted folding knives, many of which are inspired by the shapes of animals.
His most popular designs are the dog-shaped knives in his, are you for real?
Say it again.
Poochie series. The most common Japanese dog name.
Which is like equivalent to Spot. And he decided that the world wanted a 3.9-inch knife that doesn't open all the way when you deploy it with either the back flipper or the miniature thumb hole.
You know why it didn't open all the way?
Which
you didn't pump up the tail.
Which no man or tiny child could really use. I mean, I'm struggling as it is. It's barely, you can barely hold it and do that at the same time. I just think this is a fail. It's a big fail. Maybe if you made it maybe if you had made it a little larger, I would have better things to say. But
well, I gotta tell you, if this was just a work of art,
if you saw it in a museum and you said, "What is that?" Like, "Oh, that's a knife that they made look
show
like a
them
dog."
how it sets up. Set doggy.
I'd have been like,
Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Now that part right there is awesome. If you're looking to set this on your desk, then you should pick it up. It is only, and when I say only, I mean only, $189 on AtlanticKnife.com. You know, it would have been $378.
What?
Well, you double the size, you got to double the price.
Wow. I just don't think it was needed.
Come here.
Look.
Come on.
The idea is cute, but men don't like cutesy.
They don't
I
listen.
don't even like cutesy. I mean,
Nobody's trained this much.
They like affordable or collectible, and I understand
Hold on.
this
Can it set?
in a certain weird light.
Oh my gosh, it can beg.
Oh my god. They really like something
Look
they can
at that.
actually use. I cannot see any real individual with regular size
Hey, guess
appendages
what? Watch
using
it chase
this
its
knife.
tail.
Just,
Ruff, ruff,
just-
ruff, 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 ruff. See it? It's
barking?
chasing its own tail.
Why doesn't
I am
it
barking.
bark for $180?
Right.
It should be freaking barking and fetching my slippers or something.
Wow.
Oh my! Well, you know what? I wonder. Can you guys see
You know
it
what?
if I stand it up right there?
We should look at these.
Look at that. Beforehand,
Before we do this.
before we keep going. I don't.
Because the people at Spyderco right now are probably canceling our account.
Oh no!
It's okay.
I already got mine
canceled it
tenacious,
already.
so like vertical limit, I'm just gonna accept that this is out there, okay? But guess what? After this, I don't have to look at it ever again.
No. So, you know, at the end of the week when you say, what do you want to do with this one? Send it back.
Send it back.
All right.
Okay,
Since
so
that
let's
was the last
wrap up this episode.
new knife of December, it's now time. You know what? There's going to be somebody
Who's
who
gonna
says,
I
we
love
don't understand that this knife was designed
Yeah, and the
it's a fighting
Reeve
knife and it's
Integral
used
Lock
for this.
is
Oh,
amazing.
yeah. There's going to be one guy up there. Stop watching.
Well, great.
All right. Like, share,
We're really
comment,
gonna miss
and
him.
subscribe.
Along with ringing the bell. That way you can always have an escape from the chaos. There's always chaos.
Yes.
Along with being entered to win a Bestech Fanga, a real knife you can actually use, open, deploy, and it doesn't look like a dog.
Yep. Or answer the AK trivia question on Atlantic Knife's blog and be entered to win a Bestech Fanga there as well. What?
What? We're also on social media platforms like Facebook, Pinterest, Reddit, IGTV. You spur him on. I don't appreciate that.
Instagram and Parler. That way you have multiple ways
Did
to
you
get away from your
just take
family.
mine?
You were messing with the camera girl
Just took mine.
and bogging down the episode.
Oh my God.
All right.
Listen
Another
to-
Christmas.
Listen to him. He knows
And
what he's talking about,
Yeah.
guys.
All right. Another Christmas and she's still here.
Oh, like George Michael says, maybe next year.
Yep. Next year will be the year. I believe
With
this
that,
thing. I'm Cee and this is
Jul.
Just Ugly Sweater Jewel. And we are signing off.
Woof, woof.